Alright guys, gather around because we're about to add a new member to our Fazbear family. So yep, that's right, you've seen the thumbnail, so you already know. But, of course, I got another special package right here. Or a box, or package, whatever the frick, same thing. So, I'm psyched right now because I ordered another plushie to add to the collection, guys. You already know what's in the package, but I haven't opened it yet. So, alright, let's just, no yapping. We're just gonna let's just get straight into it. So, yeah, I got my scissors right here. Well, these are like the more round scissors. These are not the sharp ones. Hold on, did I even okay, this is probably not convenient for alright, let's actually do this the right way. I got my actual handy dandy scissors, and we're just gonna cut through this tape so it could be easier to open the box. Alright, so let's see. There we go. That should do the trick. Oh man, come on, dude. Come on, man. Give me a hard time here. How many layers of tape did they put? Holy crap. This should... Dude, are you serious? Just cut to the damn... Forget it. Alright, let's see here. Where is he? Oh, he's wrapped in bubble wrap! Look at him! Funtime Freddy! Oh my god, look at that, man! Look at him! Funtime Freddy! And Bon! Oh, yo! Just throw the box on the floor. Alright, look at you! So, you got, this little bubble wrap here. Really nice and protected. Wow, I really appreciate that, man. Look at that, dude. He looks so good. Dude, this is the nicest Funtime Freddy I've ever gotten. He's a little bit dirty on the ears, but you know what? I don't really care. Besides that, dude, this guy is so soft. He's practically brand new. Wow. Practically new without the tag. I am really impressed. And I knew it. I chose this one because I saw how nice he looked in the picture, and it looks so much better in person. Yeah, this is actually not my first time owning Funtime Freddy, guys. This is the third Funtime Freddy plushie that I've gotten or owned, and it's gonna stay that way because I don't know if I should explain it right now or later in the video, but you'll see why that is. Alright, so of course we gotta review this guy, and here he is, our favorite pink and purple bear with his little sidekick, Bon. So yeah, guys, here is my Funtime Freddy plush. Like I said, he looks super good. He's so soft. So this guy originally released back in 2017, 16, 17. Part of the Wave 3 Funko plush wave with all the rest of the sister location characters like Baby, Blora, Funtime Foxy, Lolbit, Bonnet, Ennard, Exotic Butters. So yeah. This guy was one of the more common ones, I guess, in the wave. But this guy was definitely my favorite plushie, and Funtime Freddy is one of my all-time favorite FNAF characters. So it's just so nice to finally have this guy back. So like I said earlier, this is actually not the first Funtime Freddy plushie I've gotten. My original one, my OG one, I remember I had actually cut off the Bon puppet, and after a while I had to throw him away. Then I got him for a second time, and I had ordered him off Amazon, but I don't even know if the one that I got from Amazon was official because it looked pretty cursed. I remember when I first got him, when I opened him or whatever, I was really shocked, by how creepy he looked, and, the plushie kind of grew on me over time. But yeah, the second one that I had was, even if it was official, it was really creepy looking, and it did not look cute at all whatsoever, or even normal. It looked really he looked crazy. But this one is kind of it looks more closer to my OG one, but way better. This guy looks exactly like the product images that you would see of Funtime Freddy. But yeah, he looks super good. So let's just go over the plush. So as for the plush itself, of course, You know, he's got a shiny plastic nose, just like, you know, like the classic plushies would usually have. He barely has like any scratches on his nose at all. I'm really impressed. The person that had this plushie before me really took care of him. I mean, like I said, he's literally like new, just he doesn't have a tag. Of course, he's still got his butt tags. He's still got that. And of course, this is official. I mean, it's this location right there. 2017 Scott Cawthon and Funko, made in Vietnam. I don't know if you can see that. So yes, this is an official Funko plushie. I made sure of that before I bought it. I paid like $20 for this guy, which is not bad at all. As for like, you know, I mean, the character, he looks really accurate to his in-game counterpart. Sorry about that. There's dogs barking in the background, but I don't care. That ain't gonna stop me from reviewing this guy. Yeah, I love the colors. Like I said, the plushie is soft. Speaking of that, you know, the material, look, okay, like the white parts and all that is soft. Like the plushie is like generally, you know, soft, right? But of course, you know, one of the main issues when these plushies first came out was, of course, the printing. I remember at the time, this is when Funko first started to use printing on their plushies, and a lot of people did not like it. And of course, you could definitely tell with like Funtime Freddy and like Funtime Foxy. I know it wasn't as apparent like in Lolbit and stuff, and Bonnet barely had any printing. Baby also didn't really have that much printing either. But you know, with Funtime Freddy, yeah, he does have printing for like all the like the pink parts. His speakers printed on, and it's purple for some odd reason. And yeah, his cheeks are printed on. You know, like the secondary color for his ears. Like when you like move it one way, you start to see like white. But then when you like, you know, you can kind of cover it back up. So that was one of the things that people didn't like with these plushies. And honestly, yeah, it is cheap. It's cheesy, but I mean, I don't care, dude. I still freaking love this plush. Another thing was that some people thought he looked pretty creepy because of the way they did the eyes. And I get that. His pupils are kind of like small. Like the pupils in his eyes are kind of small. If they were a little bit bigger, I think he would look, you know, a little cuter. But I mean, I still like the way they did it. I mean, I like how they kind of made it like round around the edges. Like it's a square, but they made it round, and they kind of like add the black like for the, like his eyes, and they give it more detail. And they got his eye color correct, so I'll give Funko props for that. His eyebrows look good. Yeah, I mean, he's got his bow tie. He's got Bon Bon, which, you know, obviously doesn't look super accurate, but you know, I appreciate them for even like, you know, doing this on a plushie that's already kind of small. And Bon Bon himself doesn't look too bad. I mean, you could tell it's Bon Bon, and I've always loved the way this little Bon Bon plushie looked on Funtime Freddy. I mean, just look at that, man. I mean, he still looks good. I mean, he's got his bow tie, his cheeks. I mean, you can tell that's Bon Bon. You know, they kind of had to simplify him a lot. But yeah, he still looks good though. So yeah, and he ain't coming off, and I ain't cutting him off this time. I am not doing that again. As for his top hat, I'm pretty sure Funtime Freddy's supposed to have, wait, he has a stripe, right? Like a pink purple stripe on his hat, but they didn't give him one. So I don't know why they didn't do that. They probably should have given him that. But also, speaking of the hat, like on the back, it is kind of sewn in a really weird way. I will say none of the other Freddy plushies had this. At least I don't remember. Like if you compare him to like classic Freddy right here, you can see that. Oh, hold on, Funtime Freddy. You can see that his hat was not sewn like that. So it's really weird how they did that. I don't know why they did it like that. Maybe it was to make the hat more straight, or like to keep its shape. And I don't know if that worked or not. I mean, my hat looks really good. You know, it stays up like that, and it doesn't look too bad. Like if you don't really pay attention to the back or look at it, you know. But it honestly, like I said, I don't care. I'm just happy that I have this plushie again. So overall, like for a plush, you know, besides the printing, I'd say, yeah, it's an accurate plush. I think they did do, you know, Funtime Freddy justice with this plush. Besides the fact that they didn't give him his buttons or his purple stripe on his top hat. If they hadn't used printing, of course, these plushies would have been a lot better. But besides that, like printing out of the way, I think this plushie is a great one. Definitely one of my favorites in this wave. And I can't wait to get my hands on the other characters to collect them again. That was one of the things that I wanted to explain in my last review video for the Jazzwares FNAF 2 Wave 2 plushies. But the video was already like long, so I didn't want to make it longer. But I wanted to explain that, you know, my plan for 2026 is to recollect all my old FNAF plushies, because I'm sure I've mentioned it before in other videos.
If you even look at like my older videos from like a few years back, I had most of the Funko plushies, guys, from FNAF. I had a whole collection, but you know, over the years I sold them one by one and I got desperate for money, and now they're all gone. I managed like to get my hands on the Wave 1 plushies again, like back in like July, in the summer, I think June or July. So that was awesome. And of course I'm collecting the Jazzwares ones, so there's no need to really recollect like the any FNAF 2 characters from Funko, because Jazzwares made them and they did them better. But yeah, so since I already have like FNAF 1 characters from Jazzwares and Funko, and then I have, well, the FNAF 2 characters from Jazzwares, I know it's gonna take Jazzwares a long time to get to the sister location characters, if they're even gonna make figures and plushies for sister location. So my plan is to, like, you know, recollect the sister location wave from Funko, and then get any, like, basically just recollect most of the plushies that I used to own. And who knows, maybe eventually I'll be able to get ones that I didn't even get to get. But yeah, it's gonna take like saving a lot of money and stuff. Next Monday, I'm supposed to get Baby. So I also ordered Baby, and she's gonna arrive on the mail next Monday, so expect a review on that. But every time I get a new plushie, I'll make like updates on the collection, and of course I'll make a review whenever I get a new plushie in the mail. But yeah, it's gonna take some time. My plan is like by the end of this year, I hope to have like a FNAF plush collection again, and this time I ain't selling them. They ain't going anywhere. They're staying with me, and I've made that same mistake twice, but you bet I ain't gonna make that same mistake thrice. So yeah. So as for the review, I mean, I rate Funtime Freddy like a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10, frick. Of course, you already know I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. You know, people can have their different opinions about this plush, but I just love it. You know, like cheesiness out of the way. Like besides that, like I freaking love this plush. So of course I'm still gonna rate it a 10 out of 10. You already know.
Hey, Blood, go get him!
Yeah, that's it for the plushie, man. I'm super happy to have this guy back in my collection again. It's like a piece of my childhood that I got back, so this is really awesome. I was super excited to get this guy. And actually, he wasn't even supposed to get here today. It is Wednesday, the day I'm recording this video. He was supposed to arrive Saturday, but he got here like 3 days early, which is actually insane. So this absolutely made my night. I still have, you know, Baby to look forward to on Monday, so that's also exciting. And yeah, and I already have Blora, so then I would just need to get Funtime Foxy, and then, well, the rest of the other plushies. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't want to miss out on any uploads, you can always go ahead and click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. You guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!